Hello, welcome back to my channel, Stainless Singles, Engaged and Married. Today I want to be talking about how to have a remarkable honeymoon. You've been planning for your wedding and the date has finally been fixed, and you're thinking, how is the honeymoon going to look like? How are you going to enjoy a wonderful honeymoon? Aside from the wedding day, the honeymoon is one of the most exciting parts of being married to that special somebody. You spend time together, staring at each other, touching. In fact, there's no greater feeling than sleeping next to your wife or your husband. So today we're going to be talking about honeymoon. If you're not yet married, please don't click on this video. Or let me just put it this way: if you're about to marry, this video is for you. If you are married and you want to spice up your marriage, you want to bring back the old vibe, then this video is for you. After all the stress and anxiety of planning for the wedding and finally getting married, the final reward is the honeymoon. Although I know that some persons have enjoyed plenty honeymoons even before marriage. That one is their own problem. I'm talking to those who have waited till their wedding night, before they finally open the box of marriage and the activities that follow suit. Like I said, the final reward is honeymoon, for a newly wedded. And I have some activities here that should make your honeymoon a beautiful time out. When I say a beautiful time out, it is actually a very beautiful time out, a time you should never forget in a hurry, a time you should plan very well even before marriage, before wedding, a time you need to really plan. The word honeymoon originated from the concept of the cycles of the moon, and a traditional drink called honey. So there's nothing special about that vocabulary. It is the activity that you do in the honey and the moon that determines, how you're going to enjoy remembering the good old days when you are far, far older in marriage. Honeymoon can mean a weekend at a casino, a week European adventure, a trip to Dubai, or a local and a beautiful place in your reach, within your reach. So you don't have to say, okay, honeymoon, you don't have to travel out. If you have the means, if you have the money, you can do that. If you don't have, you do it within your reach. Package your honeymoon within your reach and enjoy yourself with your new wife or your husband. So the first on my list is choose a good location. A good location where all eyes will be off you and your spouse. A good location, in fact, this is the first thing to do for your honeymoon. Don't go to a place where all eyes are on you, trying to figure out what happens behind closed door. We've had very funny cases, experiences of people when they see newly wedded couples coming around, they begin to imagine what happens in the night and begin to tease them unnecessarily, make jests and try to make them feel uncomfortable, and it's somehow. So choose a location that will be a bit far from your friends and family. You can just go disappear for 3 days. Like 3 days is just the minimum. For those who are working, we have some organizations, they are giving you 7 days. So if you go for 3 days, it's not bad. Go for 4 days. If you can go for 1 month, just make sure nobody is looking at you somehow, nobody is eyeing you somehow. A place where you can be free and you can also freestyle. When I mean freestyle, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to start telling you how to freestyle. This video is not meant to teach you how to freestyle, but you know what I'm talking about. A place where you can be yourself. You can totally be yourself with your partner without being shy, without looking at people around, so just go to a place where probably you are not known. A place they will treat you with like celebrities. like, couple celebrities. You know what I'm talking about. So choose a good location. This one here says, don't be too expensive. Remember, there's life after the honeymoon. Don't eat all your savings in 7 days. But you're permitted to spend small. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy, but don't be too expensive. Whatever you cannot afford, please don't go near it. Whatever will eat up your savings, whatever will make you spend beyond your limits. Remember, after the honeymoon, there are bills to pay, foodstuffs to buy, so many things to achieve together. So don't ruin your happiness because of 3 days or 7 days honeymoon. Limit your spending and don't be too expensive, but enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself without being too expensive. This one here says, pack the sexiest sets of lingerie, sleepwear, lightweight clothes, boxers, underwears. This is not the time to start forming mommy from 1900 or daddy from 1980. You need to look your best. You will say, well, I'm not new to her. She knows me. Or I'm not new to him. He knows me. It's not today. It's not. But this is a special time. Don't be careless. Don't be tempted to wear one boxer twice, my brother. That is not godly for this honeymoon. Don't be tempted to tie wrapper as a woman, as a newly wedded. Your lingerie are there to bring out all those hidden curves. Then your spouse will be able to appreciate your nature. As much as you're trying to be sexy, as much as you're trying to let your spouse appreciate your nature and the good package God has given you, please don't overdo it. We don't want to see you stark naked, except you are really doing the do. It's not there's nothing sexy about going so naked and like you're just walking around without any clothes, without anything, for your spouse to appreciate. There's something special about that hidden something. Men especially don't go for something that is too free. They go for something that is hide and seek. So make sure you cover up when you are not in the other room. Cover up and let them look for something special. Let them chase you. Let the guys chase you. You won't believe the next one. The next point here says, don't rush to get naked. Like after the wedding, some people like in the church, pastor, do fast. I really want to go to that hotel room. Let me teach this girl some lesson. Let me make some move, man. But don't rush to get naked. The first thing you need to do first is to pray. I know this will sound like old school, like who does that? We've prayed all the prayer before the wedding. Well, after the wedding, you still need to pray. You need to commit the journey ahead into the hands of God. You need to thank God for the journey so far. Thank God for where He is taking you, to commit your marriage into the hands of God before any other thing. Don't just rush. And when you want to take off your clothes, do it slowly and gently, and saying sweet words to your spouse. Don't be shy. That is the next point. Don't be shy. Take a warm bath, relax, cuddle each other, switch off your phones at least for the first night, and start trying. Especially if you guys are virgins, it's gonna be a long try. It's gonna be a try with patience. Remember, love is patient. Love is patient. If you look at the Bible in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, 13, verse 4 to 8, if you read through, it says love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, does not dishonor. Love is patient, so you have to be patient with each other. You might try and it doesn't work. You might not enjoy the first night sex. You might not enjoy the lovemaking process. Try again and keep on trying. Keep on trying. You achieve your purpose until you finally achieve that unity, that love, that peak of love that you are meant to enjoy together. The next one says, don't talk about issues or topics that can trigger anger or emotional outburst. Honeymoon is not a period to start calling your photographer. It is not a period to start calling, for money, maybe money you were given during the wedding, asking here and there, where is the money I was sprayed on the reception floor, different video coverage, where is the video coverage? These are things you can do after the honeymoon. Honeymoon is a period of special time between you and your spouse alone. Nobody should share the joy of your honeymoon with you. Nobody should take that joy away from you too. You should not be angry with anybody at any honeymoon. It is the time to separate for each other, so that in some years to come, when you remember this beautiful day or this beautiful period, you know that yes, the Lord is good and He is faithful. I really enjoy it. Some people have their honeymoon cannot be mentioned in their ears because of what they did. Some persons ended up quarreling with their spouse, keeping malice, and they just wasted that money and came back home. And so there was no need for that special honeymoon in the first place. So please keep out of your honeymoon period issues or topics that can trigger anger, that can trigger your emotion, that can make you get angry, that can make you stressed, that can make you, agitated unnecessarily. It is time to just switch off your phone if need be, and it is you and your spouse. After the honeymoon, the next one here says move around. That honeymoon period is not a time to sleep. I know you are tired from all the wedding preparation and all that. Okay, so but after all the sleep and the rest, you need to move out. Come outdoor. Move around your vicinity. In the cool of the evening, you can stroll around with your spouse, with your newly wedded, hold your hands, and talk about the good old days when you were courting, when you were engaged. Tell stories to each other. Move around, please. You can move around to the coffee shop, move around your environment, to the cinema, to the market. Just move around together and stop. Don't sleep all day. That is going to stress you out. It's going to make you get weaker and weaker. Play together. It's not just during, when you want to do love making or have sex that you now start playing together. No. When I mean play together, even without having anything in mind, you can take turns massaging each other. You can play games, you can watch a film together on your laptop, on your phone, in the television. You can just do things that make you laugh, that makes you ease up your stress, of the stress of the wedding. Do things together that brings out the smile in you. Take pictures together, take selfies, eat healthy meals. Make sure you plan for that. It's very important, because you can't go on honeymoon with empty stomach. You can't enjoy honeymoon when there's no food. So make sure you plan it. You can plan that someone will bring food for you, or you eat from the hotel. Just before you go, let me tell you one secret. This is not the time to start pressing your phone like you've had enough of your husband, your new husband or your new wife, and you just feel, let me just begin to press my phone, play game, start playing football game on your phone, or start doing other activities that doesn't involve your spouse on your own. Even if I'm going to advise that you should give yourself some time and a space, to just ease out and just take fresh air outside the two of you. Don't do that for too long. This is the time to build a serious intimacy. A serious intimacy. Study the Bible together. Do everything together. But don't forget to also give a little space. Go on a break individually. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8 says, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sin. Don't expect to have a perfect spouse. Don't expect to have a perfect marriage. Don't expect that, oh, your sleeping beauty is going to be sleeping beauty forever. There will be time you will see her in her lowest. Your Prince Charming will not be Prince Charming forever. There are times he will snore and it will irritate you. There are times your spouse will do something that will get you angry. Don't count on their sins. Don't count on their offenses. Learn to forgive easily. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 2. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. And remember, I love you. Share this video. Comment on the video. Like the video. And keep on coming back to check on new video alerts. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love you too. Heaven is real. Hell is real. And no matter how good your marriage is on earth, it cannot be compared to the marriage supper of the Lamb. Why not give your life to Jesus and have a fulfilled life, a purposeful life, where everything will be perfect, even though we say things cannot be as perfect as we imagined, but with God in Christ, He can make your life perfect in Him. His righteousness can overshadow you and you become perfect in Him.